The police are becoming increasingly concerned for a 13-year-old girl who's gone missing after meeting a man from Essex on the internet. It's thought Tegan Feekins is with 22-year-old James Grenfell from Braintree. They were last seen on Friday in Torquay.
This afternoon, police stepped up their search for missing Tegan Feekins and James Grenfell. They made a specific appeal for the 22-year-old to come forward.
James, I'm sure that you are in the situation now where you didn't believe that when you started talking to Tegan that you'd end up with a press appeal. Our main concern is the welfare of the two of you, both you and Tegan, and I would encourage you to come forward.
James Grenfell, who's from Braintree, is said to have travelled on public transport to Tegan Feekins' home after striking up a relationship with her on the internet. The schoolgirl was dropped off in Torquay on Friday night, and neither have been seen since. Not much is known about James Grenfell, only that he went to school here in Braintree. The teachers are new, so didn't know him.
Every avenue is being looked at, mobile phones, internet, any inquiries, any information at all.
James Grenfell's father is at the family home but has decided not to talk to us, and neither of the families will confirm whether they knew about the internet relationship. Police have confirmed, though, that James Grenfell has not been involved with them before. Debbie Tubby, BBC Look East, Braintree.
Colchester General Hospital is investigating after a man went missing from A&E and was found dead in another part of the hospital 3 hours later. The 53-year-old was waiting to be admitted to a ward after being brought in with breathing difficulties. Security staff carried out a search, but his body was eventually found in a locked section of the hospital by a member of staff arriving for work. A college in Suffolk was closed today while lecturers went on strike over pay. Members of the University and College Union say management at Suffolk New College have failed to honour a pay deal agreed in 2004.
The pay scales were designed to bring us in with the school teachers' pay, because I think most people assume that we get paid the same as school teachers, if not more. In fact, we're way behind school teachers.
Now, what would you think if your local council described your town as down at heel and tatty? Probably not much, but it's happened at one town in Norfolk. With many derelict buildings falling into disrepair, the council wants landowners to help tidy things up.
Welcome to North Walsham. If you arrive by train, this is one of the first sights you see. Land that should have been redeveloped, neglected and overgrown.
The old station looks terrible, you know, people coming into the town, it just don't look good at all.
I just think it's miserable, it's just horrible, it needs to be changed, make it more uplifting place.
It's not the only area. The old HP factory is now weed-covered, vandalised and easily trespassed.
It is a shame, really, and I'd like to see something done about it, but it's just as if going to fall to pieces.
In a letter asking for the district council's help, the town council identifies 8 sites that all need tidying up.
People would look at this, as you may do, and think, ooh, don't want to come into that town, it's not very nice. And that's the same on all the main road entrances into the town.
Despite this, the town still won silver in this month's Anglia in Bloom competition. Significantly, the judge's report stated that pressure should be put on the planning authority to convince the site's owners that when they were granted permission to clear the buildings, the present collection of debris and weeds was not the envisaged outcome. North Walsham's derelict buildings have inspired some local photographers who've made beastly areas beautiful. In other parts of the country, abandoned flats have become public art projects to cheer up neighbourhoods. Here, planners are being asked to force owners to clear up the sites. They'll decide what to do on Thursday. Jenny Kirk, BBC Look East, North Walsham.
All our teams in the Football League play tonight. After overseeing Ipswich's worst ever start to a season, Roy Keane is going for his first win in the Championship at the 10th time of asking. He was booed off the pitch following Saturday's 4-0 defeat against Newcastle. Tonight, Town head to Sheffield United.
We've got to be ready for a tough battle, but also we need to get our foot in the ball and play well and cause them 1 or 2 problems. But we will have to defend better, because if we defended like we did the other day, I guarantee we'll get beaten. That's a fact.
In League One, Norwich are at home to Leyton Orient. The Canaries have scored equalisers in injury time in each of their last 2 games, including this one at Gillingham on Saturday in the 97th minute. But Paul Lambert's side now haven't won in their last 4 matches.
Any manager comes in, things change. They've got their own ideas, the way they like to play and the way they like to do things. So obviously the gaffer's brought that in. that in and installed it into us the way we want to play. But no, it's things have changed, but it's looking good.
In the other games tonight, Colchester, who are still unbeaten under Adi Boothroyd, play Charlton, and Southend go to Brentford. There'll be coverage of all the games on your BBC local radio station, and you can see the goals in Look East tomorrow. A road and part of a business park in Norfolk were closed off following a leak of carbon dioxide gas. Fire crews were called to the industrial unit on Morton Peto Road in Great Yarmouth. A lorry driver found the leak while he was making a delivery on the site.
The life and work of farmers in this region are being celebrated in a new photography exhibition. Rural East Anglia shows some working routines haven't changed for centuries.
Look, you're losing a few lot, so you'll have to put in a bit deeper, I reckon.
Twins Peter and Stephen Wortley have been farming here in Methwold since leaving school at 15. They grow sugar beet, wheat and barley.
I would think we know the fourth generation on this farm, and they just grew corn years ago, and I think my father started growing sugar beet when he was about 17, and he's nearly 100 now, so that shows how long ago they started doing.
Their lives are steeped in tradition, and so is their machinery. And these farming practices have fascinated a local photographer who's been documenting them for the past 8 years.
Their heritage and the way that they work and they're connected to the land goes back hundreds of years. To me, these people are the East Anglians. If you wiped everybody off the map, these would be the people that were left.
Working the land each day, they've seen plenty of change. They're surrounded by commercial farms with thousands of acres.
It's a lonely life a bit now because there's always somebody over the hedge to talk to, but there's nobody here, as you can see today. But we're the only ones here, look.
So where's the next generation of farmers coming from? Where are the 15-year-old boys?
Well, none of us got married.
Right.
None of us got married, so we look as if we got to be the last generation on this farm, I'm afraid. Yeah.
Small farmers like the Wortleys are a dying breed, but their current way of life can be seen at the Sainsbury's Centre in Norwich. And Janet Gadgill for BBC Look East in Methwold.